All right, good morning, everyone. Good morning, guys. Welcome back. Good morning, good morning. Happy Tuesday, everyone. Welcome back, everyone. Let's get the Zoom guys in here. What's going on, Zoom guys? Welcome back, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Tune in for a Asian stream today. We got big news today for the US dollar. Got PPI day. PPI for the US dollar today. Some pretty big moves on gold yesterday as well. Some very, very big moves on gold, which we'll have a look at. Good morning, guys. Good morning, man. Good morning, good morning. Welcome back, everyone. We'll see what Asian session brings. They've been having some pretty crazy price action on gold. 1 minute you're ripping up, the next minute you're ripping back down. Some very, very volatile moves on gold. We've got the US dollar coming to some massive, massive highs. US dollar spiking into 110, which is the first time we've been back at 110 since back in 2022. So US dollar has been on a crazy, crazy bullish run, and now finally starting to find some resistance. And Goldie yesterday had a solid bearish closure. Solid bearish closure yesterday on gold, coming in for an instant top wick, which is nice to consider some shorts. We faked out of this massive resistance. If we can see today flip bearish on gold, we could be seeing some shorts down into 2650. Instant top wick on this daily, which is nice. Massive engulfing Friday's NFP close straight back down. So to continue selling gold today and following yesterday's trend makes the most sense. We are coming up into some pretty strong levels as well, where I am going to be looking for some shorts soon on gold. This is the daily open, which had a little gap here on this Oanda chart. Little gap up here on gold. We start finding some resistance around here. Even just to come down and create that bottom wick on the daily is about a 64 tick move, which is huge. So we'll see if we start to find some resistance on gold. But having a quick look at this overall price action here on gold. We can see recently we've had some pretty aggressive price action, where you've had big pushes up, big push down, big push up, big push down. Even here, big push up, massive push down, big push up, massive push down. So you've had some pretty aggressive price action on gold. Now we do have 2650 as major support, and we've got 2700 as major resistance as well. So in one big massive 500 tick range. Yesterday, engulfing back bearish, which means we can more so justify sells today than yesterday trying to trade against NFP. So today we could be looking for this to come down a little bit lower, tap into these regions one more time. You kind of see, look where yesterday did close as well though. We did close right at this major, look at this, big resistance, broke above support. So some very, very interesting levels on gold. But as soon as we do find some resistance to come back down and create that bottom wick on the daily, to me looks like a pretty decent trade. Especially you start coming into these regions, grabbing these highs here. If we can see some shorts from around this region, could be looking for a pretty decent play. A very, very decent play. Look where we kind of bounced off some support here as well. Good morning, Aaron. Good morning, man. What's going on, everyone? Jumping straight into the analysis here. But it's a beautiful top wick on the daily. A solid sell-off yesterday in London. New York kind of chopped a little bit, crept down a little bit more, and then started to have a pretty decent retracement. That ended up being a big sell-off yesterday in London. Big sell-off. But not my trade. Today will be a much easier day to try and short gold. For any longs on gold, higher time frame doesn't tell me I should be buying gold. Any longs on gold will be, you know, maybe into tomorrow if you aggressively close above this, something like that. But again, that will all be depending on the news, which we do have a lot. We've got PPI today, CPI tomorrow. They're going to be the two big news catalysts for the week on gold. Let's get the top step open here. So if we start to see gold find some resistance today, could be in for some very nice shorts. Have a quick look at this 4 hour. Look at this 4 hour. Grab the previous lows, held support, and now you're having this little pullback. So as soon as we start coming into all of here, we got to understand that this is major 4 hour resistance. That if we can spike out some previous 4 hour highs, you know, that'd be a very nice short opportunity. So see what Asia brings for the day. See if we get some Asian session trades down for about an hour or so. See what we get. Been one through kids appreciate volume in the Asian session. Yeah, absolutely. Asian sessions last year, well, honestly, had some of the best moves. The only thing with Asia is you just got to be very patient with it. You got to be very patient. I don't watch the 5 minute when I'm trading Asia. I mainly just watch 30 minute and 15. You can have some fantastic moves. It does just require a little bit of patience and letting the markets come to us. But it's shaping up nicely with the way there's no bottom wick on that daily. Coming into 4 hour resistance. As soon as we show signs that we are holding some levels, yeah, we could be looking for some. Trades. Where's our intraday levels? You've kind of got intraday level here. Decent resistance. Fake out level as well. Yeah, it must be patient. Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, honestly, last year, I think, I'd say Asian session was probably some of my most profitable. Let me just close this door, guys. 2 seconds. $13 people on Zoom. Nice. Let's get this hourly chart up here. How did whilst gold's still squeezing the higher, let's have a look at some other markets. How did copper end up playing out after we spoke about the London session? Pretty messy. Very messy. Ripped up, straight back down, ranged, ripped up, pulled back, continued. You do have some nice liquidity on copper for the day though. Not really too sure how copper moves in the Asian session, but you got some nice liquidity up here. But it looked to be pretty choppy yesterday. So that liquidity got grabbed, we pulled back. Now we have some nice liquidity up here. Anyone who is trying to sell copper here, stops will be above here. So if you hold this level, that was a terrible drawing. If you hold this level, yeah, you could be seeing copper have a nice little squeeze. Hey, chow, what's going on, man? What time is it there, man? What time are you behind? 3 hours? 7 a.m.? What time is it? Yeah, 7:50? Yeah, look, Bitcoin, Bitcoin at some decent support. Let's fire up Bitcoin. It's some pretty nice long opportunities, to be honest. Don't know when we drew that, but look at that. That was nice. Yeah. Look at that. That's beautiful. Held that. I don't remember when we spoke about this last, but held that head and shoulders. Came back down, spiked into a perfect liquidity level, 90,000, and a beautiful instant rejection. That's a very, very solid liquidity grab. Very, very. I can leave that. Where's that original analysis? We must have drawn that a while back, but yeah. Head and shoulders, fake out of 100,000, pull back to 90, and now you're massively holding this big level. Yeah, longs on Bitcoin look good. Longs on Bitcoin look very nice. Let's have a look, man. Let's have a look. I might have a look at some other cryptos as well. I haven't looked at cryptos in a while. I found myself drawing too many levels on my charts compared to what you have most of the time. Right now I have both levels. You have also support and resistance at your 2664. 2664 around here. Hoping you're getting back into it this week. Good man. Good to have you back on. Hope you're doing well, man. I mean, you only really need two levels. Like right now, I only need one. I'm waiting for gold to tap into this resistance. You know, I can see supports here. You know, like I can see there's support here. I can see there's support down here. I can see there's support down here. You don't really need to draw on all the time. You only need to draw on what you're really interested in. You only really should have two levels at a time. Like right now, the only two levels I'd really be watching on gold is here and here. This resistance, this support. Close below, you got sells. Continue holding above, you got buys into here. Anything below that is sometimes trying to think a bit too far ahead. All you really need is like two levels that you're watching and liquidity, and that's pretty much it. Like you don't need levels like all the way down here. We're nowhere near that yet. You know, it's not to say that it isn't valid. It's just like I'm not really too interested in what's all the way down here. Even this one down here, I only draw this one just to show you guys. But if I was watching this on my own, I wouldn't even have these drawn on. I just have it like this. Like I can see the support there. I can see resistance is there. But if you want to do it until you get, you know, the eye for it, that's all you really need. Two levels. Decent fake out level. Even just bring that, like here maybe? Something like that. No, support there as well. You got another level there. So maybe you can just bring this a little bit higher. Say, cool, we're closing above here. That could be a level that could hold. Two lines is, yeah, two lines all you really need, man. Any more than that, and you're probably trying to draw on too much. Kind of like yesterday in the London session. Like yesterday in the London session, you know, you had support here, and then you had, you know, resistance here, and then you had more resistance here, and then you had even more resistance here. Now, when I kind of feel like I'm drawn on that many lines, I'm like, cool, well, we're probably in a bit of a range, so let me just hide everything for a second. Oh yeah, look, we're in just one big massive range. So I've got resistance here and support down here. So they're the only really two I need. So let me get rid of everything else and just keep it super clean. If you ever feel like you're drawing too much, it's always good just to zoom out and look at the markets just on just very, very clean price action, and just sometimes take it for what it is. And yesterday in London, it was just in a range, in a big range. You don't really care about what's in between. You want to know the highs and the lows, and that's it. But it's easy to do. So one thing I spoke, I did a one-to-one this morning as well with Brandon, which was awesome. We spoke a lot about, you know, what do you do with your daily levels and 4-hour levels and stuff like that. But it's like, even with the daily levels, like, you don't really need to draw on like daily support and resistance everywhere. Like, you know, yesterday closed bearish. Here's my resistance. I don't need to draw on, you know, daily support down here, daily support here, daily support. I know how yesterday closed, and I know what I'm looking for today. So when I drop down, I'm just looking for levels to trade breakouts into that overall thought process. Got to keep it nice and clean on the charts. This is a pretty strong push up to start the day here on gold. A very, very strong day. This is why the price action is pretty crazy. Let me just have a look at some. How long we got? 5 minutes to the close. Let's have a look at some other cryptos here. What's XRP been up to? Bouncing back higher or what? Bouncing off $2. Trying to squeeze back higher. How did the Nasdaq close yesterday? Still bearish. Ooh, Nasdaq coming in some very, very nice levels. Nasdaq and S&P are coming in some big levels. Kind of broke out here. Kind of, let's see, what else have we got? Yeah, kind of broke out here. So you got two big levels on Nasdaq. S&P, I just missed my alert, but S&P at some major support as well. Starting to have a pretty decent bounce. Had a few breakouts though, so if there's ever going to be levels that we want to see hold for markets to keep going higher in S&P and Nasdaq, it's these levels here. You break back below here, and you could be seeing some much bigger sell-offs. But this looks like a pretty decent area to hold. Some trend lines coming down as well. Sound is small. Is it fine for everyone else? Anyone else? Is it too quiet? It says it's loud and clear on my side. Sound is good. Cool. Yeah, I agree, Chow. I think it's some very interesting times. Yeah, cool. Sounds good. I am still in that Uber trade. I'm in these Uber buys. Nvidia dipping low. Look at that. Big dip. Let me get rid of this. Oh, Tesla was pulling back some pretty solid areas as well. Oh, you just literally just missed my alert. Look at that. Big levels on Tesla as well, though. Yes, someone's coming some. I gave you that one, chat. I gave you that signal. It was a beautiful one. Such a nice area. What I was watching was I'm not in it though. Airbnb kind of breaking out in a bit of a range. It could dip down a little bit more. We've got an alert down here on Airbnb to see if you squeeze back up to 150 maybe. But yeah, there is going to be some pretty decent buying opportunities. Look at that Dow as well, coming in some strong levels, massive levels. Big levels. Has it had some pullbacks as well? Oh yeah, nice. Look at that. Very nice. Oh yeah, big weak levels. Look at that. Right around 300. Kind of similar. Big rip. Yeah, this is nice, man. What did you peak at the highs? What? Almost 550? Almost 500. You start getting back above some nice levels, yeah. Definitely one to watch. Let me put this on the watch list. 1 minute till Goldie's about to close here in this hourly. Looking pretty strong though, which is not what I was expecting to start the morning. Could be squeezing up into here maybe if we get a decent bottom wick. The only thing is, yesterday was very bearish on gold. So to buy on the first bullish candle is pretty risky. That's why, like I said earlier, with the US dollar peaking at like 2022 highs, seeing gold reach new highs as well was pretty crazy. See, this pullback's kind of nice. Usually it's the opposite. DXY squeezes higher, gold usually goes lower. Fundamentals for gold are just still being very bullish. But look at the US dollar starting to peak at some major levels from here back all the way back in what 22. Where else does this line up with? Is it just 22? 2009. So some huge levels where, you know, this is a very overextended bullish move. So if we're going to see US dollar have some decent pullbacks, you know, back down into, you know, 107, which was the highs of this range that we finally broken out of. US dollar pushing, pulling back. Could see gold having another leg higher. The thing is, you know, once gold overall, you know, breaks above these highs here, you know, you're going to see some big spikes on gold. Big spikes. And last week was, look at this. Look at where gold's at. You haven't grabbed previous weekly highs. You're at major weekly support. So if this weekly flips bullish on gold, you could be in for a pretty big swing trade. But for intraday trading, you know, with the daily close and bearish and no bottom wick on this daily, it's kind of aggressive to say we're going to have a weekly flip just yet. So higher time frame, gold looks like the weekly can flip and continue pushing up. Intraday though, I am favoring some downside. Hourly open instant top wick on here on gold. As soon as we start coming into these regions here, we could be looking for a little pullback here. We could see some sells soon. Look at this, hourly opening instant rip higher. How much is this? What time is it? 11 a.m. 15 ticks. Yeah, gold coming in some big resistance level here. So let's watch. Let's watch. There's no bottom wick on this current hourly. Even if you were to squeeze back down to, you got about 23 ticks. Yeah, I'm gonna watch this 5 minute. 5 minute coming some big levels, big levels here on gold. Let's watch these areas. Watch the 5 minutes. Get the 30 minute up here. Let's get everyone that would be sold. Greetings from Honduras. What's going on, man? Yeah, we can take a look at it in a second, man, for sure. Let's just see how gold's going to react at these highs. Yeah, I mean, previous daily low would make a lot of sense, man. Just by looking at the daily, it makes a lot of sense. But the only thing is, you know, you did bounce off major 4-hour support. But if I was to just look at the daily, yeah, you know, I'd be looking for this daily to flip bearish and come spike a little bit lower. But the thing is, then again, you know, it's kind of contradicting because you are at massive weekly support as well. So you're at weekly support, daily closed aggressively bearish. There's no bottom wick on this daily. So yeah, I would say for an intraday, pull back to these lows here. Unless today, you know, just engulfs bearish, then buys tomorrow. But I think previous day lows would make sense. If I do get a trade here today, I'm not going to be holding it that long. I'll be in and out before then, but just as an overall outlook, it would make sense. Yeah, it would make sense, man. Let's see how we react here on gold. 5 minutes still breaking a little bit higher. Yeah, that's the thing. You know, even if gold is going to, you know, today is going to be a massive engulfing candle. Even if you were just to pull back to some nice levels down here, you know, you're still talking a 40, 50 tick move, which is still very nice, or even at least come down to create that bottom wick on the daily. Grabbing some highs here on gold. Let's see how we're going to react. I'm going to look for some shorts here in a second. I don't know what the feels are going to be like here in the futures. Let's have a look. Nice little rejection of the highs there on gold. If we do look for some sells, I've been managing around here. No bottom wick on this hourly either. If I do get in sales without it breaking low first, I will go half risk and then enter another one as it breaks down. Strong close though. I was hoping to see a little bit more rejection. Yeah, 2690 would be beautiful, man. Yeah. Well, honestly, I like this week. It seems ages away. I like this week to continue pushing into 2700. I mean, it's so far away to say now, but overall, I really like 2700 and previous daily highs. Yeah, especially with the US dollar finding resistance. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Not sure, just yet on gold. The 5 minute fakes out. You know, we could be looking for something. Tapped right into that level there. Look at that. Tapped right into it. Instant 15 tick reaction there. Very nice. I like gold to come all the way back down to like here. Wait, let me just do my... What do I like gold to come down to? Yeah, gold to come down to like here. At a minimum. Which if we can get... Minimum 30 ticks is very nice for an Asian session. Yeah, gold for a swing trade into 2700 this week would be really nice. I'd like to take that on the personal at some point. I'm not in any swings on the personal just yet. No top or bottom wick, man. Just means, you know, if you look at this hourly, if you look at almost every single hourly candle, they all have a top and bottom wick. So with no bottom wick on this hourly, it just means it can be created at any point. So you wouldn't be trying to buy here because there's no bottom wick. Because at any point that come down, create the bottom wick, stop you out. You more so want to be coming into resistance. No bottom wick means you could be shorting down into that. Just given the fact that 90% plus all hourly bullish candles have a bottom wick and most bearish hourly candles have a top wick. So we're trying to see if we can get some sells into that. And on the daily, no bottom wick, which you don't see very often. Usually that's a good sign that we could pull all the way back and come and create that bottom wick on the daily, which is all the way down here. Unless it has it on a different provider, not just the Oanda chart. Is there a bottom wick on the daily? Yeah, a little one, not much though. Enough I could say it's not really a bottom wick. Squeezing a little bit high here, which is fine. As soon as we start to grab some highs, hold this resistance, we're going to be looking for some sells. Did you just grab the highs? Nah, close, very close. 5 minute bearish close here, top wick, and you could scalp a little pullback. What would stops be? Stops are going to be around 15 to 20. I'll start off with a half risk and see how we go. Not in anything just yet though. Futures chart on the 5 minutes already pushing below the lows. Currency chart isn't quite there yet. Let's see, 1 minute here. 1 minute here on Goldie. Let's have a look. Yeah, big resistance. Squeezing through here on the 15 minute now. I might get a strong 5 minute close here, which is fine. All I'm simply going to do is wait for it to grab some highs and hold below, and then I'll short it. They've been like weirdly quite different a lot recently. It's kind of annoying. That's why I always just go off the currency one. But yeah, recently they have been very different, man. It's been a little bit confusing. I think it was yesterday they were really, really different as well. Doji 5 minute close there, not bad. 15 still looking pretty strong though. Holding above a level, broke above, holding it, still squeezing higher. Re-breaking the highs. What would this look like if you take a break of the low? Oh, spoke too soon. Not in this, guys, just having a look, see how this would look. Kind of watching this 15, because the 15 is looking quite strong. Like the 15 may, next 15 may open, re-spike out the 15 highs before then pulling back for that bottom wick. Like the next 15 could open, grab the highs, hold it, and then we keep looking for a top wick, and then nice push. But we do have some nice ranges there on gold, which is good. Nicer ranges than London, that's for sure. And we're right at the highs as well. This is about almost a 40 tick range. Currency 5 minute looking nice in the futures for now. That's the only thing, when the price is this different, it's pretty impossible to put in them sell stop orders anyway, because the price action is completely different. You kind of, when they're this different, you just kind of have to market execute, because a break of the low on the futures compared to the currency could be completely different. So if we do see any Asia trades today, it will have to be a market execution. I'll have to see what the fills are like as well. A whole heap of volume just yet. It's already a 50 tick push. Wait, since the open, gold's almost seen like an 80 tick push up, which is a crazy retracement. Trying to come lower here on gold. 5 minute trying to come. This 15 could actually, if this 15 looks like it's going to flip, we could get some sales before. Let's see this 15 close. 30 minutes also looking nice, grabbing previous 30 highs. This is looking to be nice. Little top wick on this next 15, you may go short here. Let's see how we close. 1 minute. Yeah, this 15 is looking nicer, guys. You get a top wick in 20 seconds, you get some shorts here. And this is looking like a nice liquidity grab. That's a very nice 15 close. Instant top wick, and I'm going to market execute some sells here. Come on, Goldie. Top wick. Doesn't have to be huge either. Just something. Don't do me like that, gold. You need just a little bit. Doesn't have to be a huge top wick. Just a little bit of a top wick. I need something. There's not one at all on the futures chart. Oh, Goldie, man. Literally just wanted a little bit of a top wick there. Just a little bit. You'd already be managing risk. Because as soon as you start coming back to here, you'd be a bit skeptical. Because that 15 close was really nice. I mean, the 30 still has it. If you take a look at the 30, if the 30 closes like this, you know, next 30 can still give a little bit of a top wick, and then a nice evening start, and then push down. So we got time. If you be managing risk, you're coming into the support. So even if we did take that break even anyway, so let's see. We got time. It might play off the 30. So we're clearly forming some support here, which we look to left. Makes a lot of sense. Futures tapped right into that VWAP as well. Not that I trade off it, but it's interesting how you tapped right into it and rejected. We've got time here on gold. Come on, Goldie. Tell you what gold's going to do. Gold is going to all the way down here. And then by the end of the week, we're going all the way back up here. Full margin. We go live at this time every Tuesday and Thursday, man. Then London sessions Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. On the wrong screen. Yeah, so 5 minutes chopping. So let's go stick on the 30 for now. Actually, I'll make this chart 15. We'll look at the 30 on this one up here. So I want to see how 30 is going to react around these highs. 15 came down, grabbed the lows, created the bottom wick on the hourly, which is overall bullish. See, create that bottom wick and just now starting to squeeze a little bit higher. It's kind of weird to see such a bullish push to start the day in the first like 2 hours. But you kind of see, look at this, you do have a lot of noise here to the left as well. Look at all this. This is huge support. It's going to take a lot to break that. You guys on YouTube, drop a little like for the stream. See if we get some trades here today. See if we get some trades. There's a 5 minute 15 come back down a little bit lower now. Let's see. Re-break these lows and we can consider a sell again. 30 minutes still looking good. And you've got a valid stop above the current 30 minute highs as well. If you re-break that, you'll probably come higher, so it's very valid. 16 ticks. I really like this short on gold. It's tempting to give this a stab. But I don't like the management here compared to the stop right now. That's what I'm pretty much looking for. Not in it just yet. Not yet, not yet. Once you get some bank, alright, done. Here you go. TP done. TP 1 here, 2 here, and 5 down here. Yeah, we want some bank today in Asia, absolutely. I just don't want us to get chopped up in here. Look how tough this range is here to here. This is a less than a 20 tick range. Draw from highs to lows. This is a very ugly range. Don't want to get trapped in that. There's nothing to say we can't, pull back down to these levels before, maybe coming to target these highs here. Before then, dipping down as well. On a scalp, I don't know, 15, 20, 30 ticks. Depends on what the markets give, really. If I'm going for 20, 30 ticks, I don't want it to take too long. If it takes too long, then it's probably ranging. I want volume. Yeah, gold's already moved 80 ticks today. Plenty of moves in Asia. You just got to be patient with the volume. 30 starting to flip bearish here as well. 30's trying to dip lower. See if this 5-minute can break out on top wick. You got to be you just have to manage aggressively because you come and look at where we're at. It's not ideal. Not ideal. So any trade, I mean any trades in all of this range, you just have to manage aggressively. In terms of intraday levels, I'm just trying to look left. Look how it's very ugly. Here. If I wasn't on stream, I'd just be watching these 30 closures. Here you're grabbing the highs, holding it as resistance. See how this 30 closes top wick and then potentially short the next one. I'm going to wait for that actually. Let's wait for that. Alright, let me run to it, guys. 2 minutes. Oh, I'm muted. Sorry, thank you, man. Dipping lower here on gold. Don't want it to come too low, because as soon as you start coming into this area, you know, shorts are off the cards. You're not going to be selling gold here. You can sell gold on the break below here, but selling before there, here, is not worth it. 10 ticks. So unless we get a pretty decent instant top wick, I'm not selling gold here. Selling gold right into support doesn't make any sense. Unless you close below, hold it, and then push lower, great. So unless we, you know, instantly top wick, and I can short up here. If not, if we come down, well then I gotta wait for the breakout. Because all of this, look at this, to the left. Huge, huge, huge area. That the higher time frame has broken above. See? Huge area. Uh, 2 minutes till this 30 close though. 2 minutes. Fifteen's looking quite nice now. How is that 5 minute ugly as always? Let's see, if you get an instant top wick, it could be worth a half risk sell. Let's see. You got a risk off a previous 15-minute high as well. Is it looking similar on the futures? Yeah. Futures on the 15 is looking nicer actually. I don't want to see that 15-minute reject that much though. No, not. Let's see. That's not really bearish enough. Look, you're closing right at this level. So you got resistance here. You got support here. There's an instant top wick there on gold. Oh, look at that. There we go. Here comes the volume. If we grab the highs and then flip bearish, then great, then I can take it. You can look for a potential flip. If we grab the 15 highs, we could look for a flip of this candle to come lower here. First sign of volume there. Spiking out the highs. There goes that flipping bearish. What's that? Pushing 14. Let me see. I'll get short here in a second on gold. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna take a half risk sell here on gold. I'm getting short here on gold. I wanna see if you can re-break the lows and have a decent drive. I'm only going in for half risk though. I'm only going in half risk. You're re-breaking the lows. I just need to see it actually break this support though. It's coming to such a big level that I'd have to see that broken aggressively and have a decent drive down. Otherwise you could just continue to chop in this area, which is not really what we'd want to see. So I'm only risking about 14 14 ticks at half risk. Stop is above the previous 5-minute high. Not the best of fills on the futures there. Coming into that big support as well. So you want to see it push. I want to see it push aggressively and actually break this level. Futures also at that right at that VWAP area as well. See this 5-minute close. It's looking nice on the currency chart. Currency chart's flipping nice. Our futures isn't quite driving yet. Trying to play it much lower. Entry wasn't that good. It was about like here. My entry on the futures is 86.7. Not the best entry. I need this current 5 to actually break this support. If it doesn't break this support, I will manage. I want to see it break and drive because look how strong this level is. I want to see it smash through it nicely. I would have gone in full 2 contracts if it had grabbed the previous 15 high, if anyone's wondering. $30-minute as well, forming that evening star there. Came up for that top wick, forming that evening star, grabbing previous 30-minute lows. Now you're starting to see a nice little push. I will manage risk soon. 10 ticks. I'm not seeing that much in the futures. Only about 8 ticks in profit here. That's that 30 support though. Here, look at this 30. That's that 30 level that we've literally just spiked into. 40 seconds. If the 5-minute closes like this, I will bring down my stop. I wanted to see this 5-minute grab the highs and close nice and bearish. If it starts to reject like this, we could just hold this 30 support and continue to go higher. Let's see. Yeah, there's a big level on the futures as well. Not the best 5-minute close, I'll be honest. Kind of just holding that support. I'm going to bring a little bit of risk off the table. I'm going to bring my stop to about, oh, there you go, re-breaking the lows. I go break even soon. Instant bottom wick on the 5. About 17-ish ticks here. Now I'm gonna go. Now I'm going to break even here on gold because you don't have a top wick on this 5, so I'm going to break even. I'll see if we can squeeze down to like down here on the futures around 26.84-ish. There you go. You get a nice push. About 20. We're about 20 ticks here on gold. I think we're going to see a bit of a nicer dip lower. 30 minutes looking pretty beautiful. Big support though, so don't get too hopeful just yet. Five could be grabbing previous 5 to flip bullish. That's why we have to manage risk here. No top wick on this 5, meaning it can be created at any point. Oop, on screen. Solid 5-minute rejection there on the currency and the futures, which is kind of expected. That's why it would have been nice to see a little bit of a top wick and then push down. But because we open it instantly push down, that could be a grab of the previous 5 lows to continue to range. That's why I'm break even here on gold. Hit about 20 ticks ish. Yeah, about 21. Clicking that like button. Yeah, good man. That's what we like to hear. It's all in the hands of the markets now. But on the currency chart, my targets are here. I'm holding till down there. That's my targets. That's my exit. This is the level where we're currently at. You know, is look at these rejections. Like this, these are huge rejections. Like we're bound to find big support here. Come on, Goldie, just rip it. Just break the lows. You almost did it again. You know you want to. Just break the lows. Break that support and be good to us. $30 to 40 ticks to start the day would be very nice. Nah, 5 minutes holding it. 5 minute on the futures is still bearish, but on the currency here, it looks like we're liquidating previous 5 lows to squeeze a little bit higher, which is fine. Not what I want to see, but we're open to the fact that that is possible, and we're managing our risk. Hovering a lot here on gold. 5 minutes, got 10 seconds till the close. Futures is still pushing much lower. Currency is kind of rejecting. So if this currency rejects, I'll probably just close this futures, because if the currency is rejecting, then the futures will probably follow suit soon. 5 minute close. Yeah, 5 minute close in the currency is completely different to the futures. But on the currency, this looks like a liquidity grab with the previous 5 to push up. So I'm just going to hold it break even. But yeah, to me, that's what it looks like. You're grabbing the previous 5 minute lows to potentially squeeze a little bit higher. I'm only running 12 ticks though, so to be honest, I'd rather be, it can either hit me at break even or hit TP. I'm happy to hold. The currency and futures are out of sync, but for our benefit right now. Pulled out 11 tick W. Yeah, nice, man, nice. Yeah, if you just want to lock in, you know, you're going to lock in the 11, 12 ticks, yeah, you can do that. Don't be afraid to do that. It's currently about 12. This 5 on the futures splits bearish, you know, I may just kind of trail aggressively soon. Actually, I'm going to do that. Let me do that. Trailing and locking in 10 ticks above the current 5 minute high. Stop loss in the futures is at 85.7. Locking in the 10 ticks. If we can squeeze lower, fantastic. If we re-break higher, that's fine. Take the 10 ticks and run. We're at very, very strong support here, though. We're not really breaking. Oh, there you go. I'm out. I got about 10 ticks there. Nothing fancy, nothing huge. I was hoping we could actually break that support and keep dropping lower. And look, now you're coming right back higher. What did I get? I got 10 ticks there. not the biggest of trades. I was hoping we could rip lower. Could we get re-entry soon? Yeah, possibly. Possibly. Would have got us a break even there anyway, so yeah, good exit. That's true, man. Good job, thank you, man. I was hoping we could pull out a little bit more of it, but to be honest, this 30 support is huge. I think even if we're going to break it, you know, you still have a better trade once you actually close below it. Top wick and then push down. I think that would be a much nicer move. But yeah, we had to manage our risk at these highs, and you can see we're having a pretty solid reaction there as well. If any of you guys did get that, even if you took the break even or you took a couple of ticks out the markets, well done. Not the biggest of trades in the world, but very well managed. And you still do have more entries soon, but I want to see us actually break that support. Yeah, that view app has been so strong, yeah. Well, the futures actually did close below on the 5. What's the 30? Yes, it's there. It's still 30. Yeah, 30 support on the futures. We're basically right at it. About 26.84. Yeah, it's that huge support. So if you do break that, you know, you got more sales later on. Plenty more opportunities to come. Plenty more. So we can afford to risk our 10 ticks for a potentially better trade soon. If I'm wrong, I'll delete that. There's nothing wrong with being wrong, man. We're all wrong in the market sometimes. It's okay to be wrong. It's not about being right all the time. If I'm wrong, I'll just delete the stream and hide it. I did see about 21 ticks there, but like I say, it wasn't worth just closing because it's 20 ticks. I had my targets. I was happy for it, and this is still a nice target. 15-minute coming up in 40 seconds as well. Let's see how that 15 is going to close. I think it's probably looking a little bit doji. Let's have a look. 15. Yeah, look at that 15. Grabbing the lows, holding support, holding resistance. So, you know, we're still stuck in this very tough range. Look at this 15. If anything, this 15 looks like we're going to squeeze higher. If we close above, you know, you got buys all the way up into here. That is something I'm also watching. Buys all the way up into here. If the 15 can break above here, which from here to here is 30 ticks as well. So that's a nice liquidity level. The reason is anyone who's looking for more of a bigger play on gold, more of a swing play, is probably in something like that. So this could become a nice liquidity level if we close above this resistance, which actually was a pretty nice 15-minute close there, grabbing the previous. Let's have a look. Nice little 5-minute morning star there as well. Rejected, grab belows, held support. Let me get rid of this for a second. Rejected, grab belows, held support. Nice strong 5-minute close. Could you see gold squeeze higher? I'm not in this, guys. I'm just having a look. Stops, hard stop would be about 25. You're trying to run up for about 40. I think I'd rather wait for the next 30 close. But this could be a liquidity level that could come into play before we do see that daily flip and bearish. Can't be no liquidity if I don't use don't use a stop. Absolutely. 100% win rate. 15 kind of chopping a bit. You can kind of see here. You wicked out the lows, held support, no top wick in this current 15. Creating a little bit of noise. But if you can flip bullish, you know, buys into here do look really nice. Really nice. Especially, look at this, you're grabbing previous 5-minute lows. If you flip from here, could that be a trade? Be risking about 4 ticks because we already just made 10 for about 40, so you're risking 4 ticks for 40. I'm personally going to prefer to see a breakout, but this could be shaping up nicely for some longs into this liquidity area, and then maybe more shorts later on. There's a really nice grab. Really nice grab. 30-minute support. Hourly's overall bullish. The only thing is, I'm looking at this 30 on my other screen. It is that big 30 resistance as well. I'll just show you guys this. 30 resistance, 30 support. With a bearish daily close. Not really making too much sense yet. $124 people on YouTube tuning in. Guys, remember, drop a little like for the stream. We've already had one trade here today. Let's see if we get some more this morning. Staying for another about half an hour or so. See if we get some volume at this 12 o'clock open as well. Imagine 6 different ways. I struggle with only 2. 5-minute flipping bullish here there on gold. I'm not in any buys here, guys. See how this 5 minutes actually going to close. See if we're going to break out. Current win rate on this top step account is about 58%. Profit factor 3.14. Average win around 200. Average loss around 80. So average loss is about 8 ticks. Average wins about 20. And some nice. Average largest win was 650. Largest loss was 273. These stats on Top Step X are very, very nice. Very nice. Five-minute kind of holding up there on gold. If you re-break these 5 highs, you know, you may push. But you're coming that close to the hourly closure. You're probably better off just waiting for that. Yeah, the more we like, the more it'll push. These stats are on the Top Step X platform, man. Top Step's pinned to the top of the chat. You can get all of them stats within Top Step X platform. One of the best futures platforms. If anyone's new to futures, Top Step X is one of the best ones I've used. Easiest to get used to as well if you're new to futures, which is the most important part. So 100%, yeah, nice, good man. Claim that for the month. What's the date today? 14th. 14th. New brokers connected with the S&P Capital told me they look forward traders with several different key factors, but also sharp ratio. I remember, guys, we do have a big US dollar news today, so be careful trading the US session today. You got that news at 1:30 London time, which is going to be very interesting to see where it actually sends gold. Yeah, you can, man. You could set up an ATM strategy. How do you do it on top? I've done it on Tradeovate. How do you do it on? Let me have a look, man. Let's have a look. It's called ATM strategy. There is a way to do it. How do I do it? Oh, yeah, automatically apply risk/profit brackets to new positions. So on Top Step X, if you're on the settings section, you can set it up there, man. You can automatically turn it on. So if you set like a certain dollar amount or a certain risk amount, it will automatically put in the stop loss and take profits for you. And you've already got the orders there, which makes life a little bit easier. Especially if there's big volume, you want to quickly scalp a trade, but want to have your stops in. It's a good thing to set up, man, for sure. Hourly close in about 5 minutes here on gold. It's looking a little bit doji. Yeah, 30 ticks either side, and yeah, push. Yeah, nice. That's good, man. Yeah, give it some breathing room, and then adjust them. Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's see, 5 minutes squeezing, trying to squeeze higher here. I do like the longs, but I'm going to wait for the hourly to actually close. More to make, more to man. Currency chart grabs highs and lows more than the futures chart. Sometimes the futures chart can leave like perfect double tops and bottoms, but the currency chart grabs it more. So if you just watch the futures charts, you'll miss them liquidity grabs. Retreat at this really bad week. Trading 2-3 contracts. Just really wanted to pass one. Still got my funder. Yeah, good, man. Well, at least you still got your funder, man. There's lessons from them, that's for sure, man. Lessons to be taken from them. As long as you didn't do on the funder, that's good. Honestly, man, sometimes that can be the hardest part of a combine as well, is when you're like really close to passing. You just need an extra couple of $100. That's when the pressure can really play on your psychology. Look at this, squeezing high here on gold. What's that? It's about 20 ticks just from that low. Could be in for a nice closure. Look at that, 15 continuing that morning star. Flipping bullish. It's only about 10 ticks though. Yeah, so I just find it easier just to watch the currency and just execute on the futures. I like to keep it separate as well anyway. Yeah, I'm just pure price action, man. Pure price action. This to me though is looking to be a nice target. The more we start to reject from here, the more likely people will be trying to short like this. Imagine that's what most people are trying to do right now. Most people are trying to short, stops just above this high. So, you know, even if gold's going to have a decent push down today, high chances you're going to grab these highs and then potentially see that. So as soon as we get a breakout, we could be looking to buy into where most people are trying to sell and take advantage of some longs. Hourly's not really showing too much volume though. You may need to grab some liquidity on the hour before having that stretch. We've got 2 minutes till it's going to close though. Anything can happen here on gold. Let's see. You know, right above this high here, this liquidity high, what do we have? Major resistance, broke, support, support, support to the left as well. So the high chance is you'd continue spiking up for about 40-ish ticks. But there's not a whole heap of volume here just yet. I'd like to see more people trying to jump in shorts and get a nicer squeeze. Hourly's probably going to close a little bit doji, but let's see. I mean, it's only what? It's gone up to about 12 p.m. and Asia already today has had like 80 tick worth of movement, which is quite a lot. Yeah, last 120. Yeah, it's the hardest, man. Honestly, it's the hardest part. That's why you got to be just super neutral all the time. Doesn't matter where you're at on the combine or how close you are to passing. Just keep trading the same way. Don't trade the combine, trade the charts. Easier said than done though. I've lost plenty of, you know, previous FTMO accounts, top step accounts right at the last stretch. And it's purely psychology. You know, you all of a sudden start trading bigger size because you want to quickly pass it. You already start telling people that, you know, you're about to be funded. You put all that pressure on yourself and then it can just get to you at the last minute. That's why it's good on top step just to, you know, even just hide your balance and just keep trading as normal. And then look back at the end of the month and be like, oh, you know, how far away am I? Oh, cool, I'm up this much. Cool. Let me hide my balance again, keep trading the next month. And then, you know, at the end of the month, maybe look at the P&L. It's so easy to look at the P&L every single day. And like I say, judge yourself on a day-to-day basis. But as a trader, you know, you should never judge your progression day by day. It's over the couple of months to quarters to 6 months to a year. You know, you look back and go, oh yeah, that was a fantastic quarter. No. Oh, I didn't take a good trade today. I'm a shit trader. Otherwise, you just kind of beat yourself up thinking like that. Like what happens today or tomorrow should come nowhere near defining your month or quarter or year. Hourly closed there on gold. So hourly has just closed very doji. Grabbed the highs, holding resistance, holding support as well. Not too much volume in that hourly. I like the buys, but 3 ticks of volume doesn't give me too much confidence on the hourly anyway. 30 minutes a bit nicer though. You did grab the lows, hold support, and closed somewhat bullish. You are clearly finding some resistance though, which if we look left, yeah, it does make sense. So I think we would need to pull back a little bit, grab some more liquidity before we're going to see this push. I don't think we have enough liquidity to do it just yet. 15-minute big resistance being formed. Again, makes sense. Big support being formed. Makes a lot of sense. So if we can come down, wick some lows, and then, you know, re-break some highs, fantastic. Yeah, very true, brother. Yeah, it's like looking at the lower time frame, trying to read the markets. Better looking at your higher time frame for your P&L. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, Darcy, what's going on, man? Squeezing a little bit lower here. Move your max drawdown to start and balance after you first draw. Yeah, it does trail up, so you've got to build up that buffer. So only, yeah, it can be a little bit annoying. I've lost funded accounts because of that reason. That's why it's always good just to build up that buffer, and then kind of you can use that as your like drawdown. 15 squeezing a little bit low here. Yeah, it's true. Last leg's the hardest for sure. Morning, bro. Good morning, man. All right, guys, give me 2 seconds. Coming here after 3 weeks of break. Good, man. Played Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you too, man. Good to have you back on. Five-minute creating a little bit of a range here. A little sort of head and shoulders being formed here on gold. I think if we can re-break above here, even above here, we should be good. Sorry, guys. Give me two. On gold, I look at it per ticks. So if we measure this move up here on gold, this is 470. That's 47 ticks, which at one contract is $470. No volumes. Gold's already moved 80 ticks today. If that's the session that works for you, amazing. But there's plenty of volume in the Asian session. Gold moves very well, plenty of times. Hey, Brian, what's good on, man? Let's see if we break back higher. We got the. See if we get these buys on gold. 30 minutes. That'll be the 30-minute flipping as well, which could be nice. And now I'm actually I'm in the middle of trying to organize some stuff for the retreat as well. They keep trying to call me, but I'm trying to message them. Organizing stuff for the retreat whilst we're trying to get these gold plays as well. Bitcoin's at 90,000 again, which is a strong support level. Had a beautiful liquidity grab yesterday. So we spoke about the shorts down into that 90,000 off this left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Came back down, spiked 90,000, instant rejection. So looks good for a pullback into 105-ish. It's a beautiful grab though. Huge, huge, huge liquidity grab of all the lows. So you could see a decent pullback. What are we up to, Goldie? What are we up to? Still squeezing a little bit down here. Like I say, we might need to grab some more liquidity before we can see this liquidity push. I want to be shorting it again though. We've already had our shorts today. I want to be shorting to the support again. Not after that 30 grab. And maybe if we break these lows, you know, you can short. But after that 30 grab, the lows held support. We've already tried to give this range a shot. You know, we got our 10 ticks, but I'm not gonna force this range too much. Uh, 56% people long here on gold, 44 short. You can see 5 minutes chopping a bit. Remember guys, we do, like I say, have that big news today. So could we chop until then? Possibly. Possibly. We may have to be watching, you know, 30-minute breakouts of this range soon. We'll probably watch until that 30 close. If we don't break out, I'll pretty much be waiting for that. Once you do break out, you know, you got buys into here for about 34. Yeah, it's very true, man. It's a pretty decent push up right at the open. About, yeah, 80 ticks right at the open is solid. And looking at this daily, I think it's the daily, you know, still at that big resistance where it looks like we can dip lower. So like dailies coming into resistance, weekly's at support, intraday's at resistance. I think if I was going to buy gold into here, you know, below these hourly lows would make a lot of sense as well. So you could be waiting for something like that. Maybe grab some hourly lows, hold the support, and then you could be looking for some buys up before that overall swing lower. So we'll give it another 10 minutes or so. Ever consolidate number or the numbers? Not really too sure what you mean, man, but no, I haven't. Going into the clear versus turning upside? Nah. Yeah, that's my overall thoughts, Brian. top wick on the daily to flip bearish and come down to the lows. That's my overall thoughts. That's what I do like today, which is back down here. That's the thing. If you close aggressively below here, then yeah, you got short since that daily flipping down. How long till this 4-hour close? Yeah, look at that 4-hour though. Grab lows, held support, gapped up, closed bullish. So you expect a little bit more of a top wick before that. Unless this just, fakes out of this level, then yeah, great. You absolutely have the shorts back down into 26.50. Let's have a look. Keep the troubles. Yeah, nice, man. I'll have a look after, for sure. But that's cool, man. Like maybe breakout here and you could give the sells another shot. Anyone who's just tuned in, we already did take some took some sells earlier on. I would give sells another chance. Yeah, if you do close back below here for more of a bigger push, like back down into these regions. I do really like this liquidity level though. Here, you aggressively close back below there, then yeah. You're looking for a nice short. It's tough though. Daily and weekly are kind of a bit all over the place, especially the daily. The real big mover on gold is going to be dependent on the news. Like daily's ripping up, then straight back down, ripping up, straight back down, up, straight back down. So fundamentals are going to be the real play here on gold to see where we get the next big move. I don't think any direction is really confirmed yet on the higher time frame. But the fact there's no bottom wick on this daily is quite nice. 15 bats closed in 30 seconds. See how this 15's looking. Just chopping. Just chopping here on Goldie. Uh, 15 create a bit of a range here, guys. Nothing too much happening on gold so far this morning. Surprised we even got the 10 ticks in this ugly little range. If anyone's just tuned in, we already took these sells here on gold. Looking for this to have a much bigger play down. We hit around 21, trailed out for about 10. And now we're just kind of gone a bit sideways. All we want to see is volume. I want to see that volume. But the nice thing is though, although you do have this range, kind of similar to London yesterday, you break to the downside, you got really nice shorts. You break to the upside, you got really nice buys. Anything in between, you just got to let the markets come to you. Break out here, 35 tick range minimum, break to the downside, bottom daily wick's about 40 away, and you could even continue pushing lower as well. So above and below here, you have two very nice opportunities. Anything in between, we've already tried to give a chance today, so you got to be a bit careful. Hourly's trying to form an evening star here as well. Looking like you're probably going to come and target previous hourly lows, which would be back down here again, which our original short bias was down to here. Could we consider that again? How far away is that? 10 ticks into the hourly lows. Nah, not worth it. Not worth it. Solid resistance being held there. See if we're going to break the support. 25 ticks. Yeah, not bad, not bad. Not bad. What day is it today? Tuesday, Thursday. Let me see. Be looking to get back onto Top Step TV this week as well, guys. If anyone's tuning me back on Top Step TV this week, just need to lock it in. Come on, Goldie, what are we up to? What are we up to? Oh, look at that. Do we still have copper into the highs? Oh, yeah, copper, look at that. Copper was the play as well, look at that in Asia. What we just spoke about before. Again, though, look at that 30-minute rejected the highs and then ripped. Would I buy after that closure? No. But copper did exactly the same again. Since we've been on. This liquidity to be grabbed, rip up. But would I be buying, like I say, after this big rejection? Nah, I wouldn't. It's easy to say in hindsight, oh yeah, I would have taken that, but nah, I wouldn't have taken that. Yeah, shorts if we can break out, definitely. I like the shorts as well. Let's see, 5-minute closure, nice and bearish. I'd like to see a top wick before we can see if we can squeeze that lower. See if we can pull back, because right now, if you short gold now, look where you're shorting gold. You're shorting gold right at the support, so it can just instantly go against you. So if I want to short gold, I want a little bit of a pullback, and then I can sell it. Like we shorted gold earlier here. As soon as we come into this support, we manage risk. So if I sell gold here, this could easily just continue this range. So if we can, pull back maybe back to here, we could see if we can get this trade again. Give it one more chance. Either you short on the breakout of this level, or you wait for it to pull back and then try and short. But what you don't want to do is short right now, because if you did that earlier, you got stuck in shorts at this support, it would have stopped you out. So regardless of if we break it now, we got to wait for it to break it and then boom, short or pull back, and we can short into it. And our liquidity level is down here. So we've got liquidity down here and liquidity above here. How's the 15 looking? Yeah, 15 is looking good as well. 15 is coming down to grab that liquidity. Still at the major support though. What time is it? 21 minutes past. Do we have a little trend line liquidity as well, I believe? Trend line liquidity being formed, so this could also be a level to watch. Give us a little pullback, gold, and we'll see if we can get it. Yeah, that'd be huge. Yeah, that's the thing. If we do, if we break below here, yeah, you could see some much bigger plays coming in. So a nice little initial bounce of this support. You know, if we re-break these lows, would it be worth it? That into there would be. Into there would not be. Could consider re-breaking this low soon. The only thing that's taking the re-break of the lows is the futures and currency aligning. Not really. Grabbing previous 15s. Come on, Goldie, give us a breakout here. To the upside, downside, I don't really care. Anywhere, I do not mind. Gold not shorting until 4-hour fair value gap. Yeah, banks will definitely be watching that, man, for sure. They've got the banks have their fair value gaps lined up, ready to short it. Absolutely, 100%, guaranteed. Six minutes here on gold, guys. 6 minutes. If the 30 just closes within this, yeah, we'll be taking our 10 ticks and running. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the buys, Brad, because of that daily. I do prefer the downside after that daily close. You know, if we do break above here, my minimum target would be this liquidity high, so it would have to be worth it. I would be more comfortable following that daily. Not really too comfortable trading against this, only unless I get like a really good breakout in volume and risk to reward. But to be honest, I wouldn't be, if this does break above and it just rips, I wouldn't be too bothered about missing that. 7 a.m. Yeah. Yeah, that's why it's a little bit tough, you know. That daily's engulfed back bearish. Like if we just delete everything for a second, that daily has reclosed back below this major level without grabbing the lows. But then you go look at the weekly, and the weekly is at major support. But if I was going to buy gold for that weekly flip, it'd probably be tomorrow. If the day just engulfs bullish again, then great, buys tomorrow. You can see that daily literally it stopped right at a huge level. But yeah, you would say at minimum you're probably gonna re-grab them lows. That's why it's kind of in a pretty tough area. You've got to be a little bit more cautious today. We got our little 10 ticks, which it's not much, but I'm not looking to force too much just yet. So if the 30 does close within here in 4 minutes, yeah, I'll be waiting for a break, the upside or downside. For the downside, at least a closure back below here, and I'll see if we get the daily flip all the way back down to here. For the upside, you close above, you can look for the buys up into here. I'm not overly keen on that though. But you kind of see it as a very strong level. But so's this as well. Look at where we look at where we bounced from. But to be honest, you don't want to take too much focus on the high time frame today, because the high time frame direction is purely going to be off the news, and that's not going to come in until about 1:30 London time. All right, we've got something locked in for the retreat. You guys coming in March? knows at the minute, man. What's Goldie up to? Yeah, look at this chop. A lot of chop. And like I say, even if you're going to see the push up into these highs here, you know, I would love to see it grab some lows, close above, and then maybe I'd take buys from here, and that would be a better trade. Once you grab lows, close above, from here to here, that would be much nicer. But if this hourly closes below here, then you're forming an evening star to come lower. Yeah, 50 days, man, yeah. That'd be amazing, absolutely. Bali is probably a cooler spot, man. Villa's much better laid out there. Easier to use the pool and the common areas, which is nice, all on the same floor. It's more open, it's good. Be a good trip, man, be a good trip. 1 minute here on gold. Yeah, I know. That was Chow's job. If I had to give a downside bias, a bias today on gold, it is for some downside. Come back down for these areas. Just be very careful. You guys are going to trade Asia a little bit more. Just be very careful in this area, in this range. Closure below, you got good sells. Buys, closure above, you got good buys. Yeah, fish and chips. See, there he is. 28 seconds here, guys. 28 seconds. I'm not even really going to set alerts down. I'm also just going to be managing closures. I don't think you're going to miss too much for Asia anyway. No, he's not invited. So let's have a look. Let's have a look. Looks like we are going to take our... looks like we're going to take our 10 ticks and run today for Asian session, guys. We had a nice little W there, nothing huge, hit about 21 ticks. But gold is just kind of in this range. So if I want longs today on gold, I will only buy gold if it comes down, grabs lows, and does something like this. And then you can buy gold into these highs. However, if we do actually just aggressively break below here, then I'm going to be looking for an overall sell-off. But anything now in between these highs and these lows, I'm going to be happy to sit on my hands. I've been watching this for about an hour and 40 minutes. We've had one trade so far, which was a nice little W. But for now, for the rest of the day, guys, I'm going to let Asia just chill in this range. I'm going to wait for it to break out on the higher time frame and kind of manage on the go. You guys on Zoom, though, I'll do the pre-London market call closer to the London session. And hopefully we'll have a little bit more volume and a little bit more direction. And I'll keep you guys posted throughout the rest of the day. Appreciate you guys taking the time to tune in. You guys on Zoom, I'll talk to you guys in Discord throughout the rest of the day. Trade safe, guys. Talk to you soon. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye. All right, YouTube fam. I'm going to wrap up there. Nice little 10 tick trade to start the morning, hit around 21 ticks. So if you guys did get that, well done. Now gold's going to chill in this range. I'm going to take my gains and let it break out and let the volume and let the markets come to us. So appreciate you guys taking time to tune in. If you guys are new here, remember drop a little like, subscribe. I'll be doing Asian sessions every Tuesday and Thursdays, and then London in between. So trade safe. I'll see you guys same time again on Thursday. If not, I'll see you guys for the London session tomorrow. Peace.